thank you very much to you. Again, I'm Zimmer, I'm the mayor of Hoboken, and I'd like to welcome all of you to our town. We are extremely honored to have each of you here with us today so that we can thank you and your families for your extraordinary service and sacrifice for our country. I understand that you were drawn to Hoboken by the Cake Boss series, and we are very proud to have probably the finest cakes made here in Hoboken at Carl's Bakery, and they are providing dessert today. We're also proud of our long history of supporting American servicemen and women. In World War I, almost 2 million soldiers passed through Hoboken, prompting General John P. Pershing's famous promise to troops that by Christmas 1917, they'd be in heaven, hell, or Hoboken. So I'd like to introduce, Commander Tom Kennedy is here. He's going to introduce our Hoboken veterans who are here today, and I thank them for all of their service to our country and to our town. So I'll turn it over.
My name is Tom Kennedy. I'm the commander of the American Legion Post 107. We have with us this morning, you just met the mayor. We have the chief of the fire department, Chief Bloom, who deserves a round of applause and a great former director of public safety, Bill Bergen. John Kerry, Vietnam. Vietnam. There were 200 fellows that are working their way up here. Is Ernie Pedenti. Oh, where's Roy? Oh, I'm sorry. Ernie Pedenti, Korea War, and Roy Uber, who was wounded in the Second World War, right here. Roy is also a retired firefighter. Also, my brother Joe, Korea. And also, I believe, Ronnie DuPont is standing in the back, a Vietnam veteran. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But I just want to give you a little bit of history. I'm only going to be a few minutes because the food is going to get warm and you'll enjoy yourself. Many, many years ago, in the city of Hoboken, the First World War, as the mayor said, they were going into a major battle over in Europe. General Pershing said to the men, "We're going into a major battle that's going to decide this war. And by this Christmas," he said, "we're going to be in heaven, hell, or Hoboken." And that's a true story. In Hoboken at that time, we had the President of the United States, Wilson, the recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor, Sergeant Alvin York, and we had, of course, the General Pershing, who was the head of all the troops in Europe. And I'd like to say this is very, very important. Just a quick story. Like I say, I'm not going to be up here long until John Kerry gave me orders. And he said, what a surprise. So you know I talk a lot. Many, many years ago, I played hooky from school, and I joined the Marine Corps. And the next day when I went to school, the priest and the principal and my father were in the office. They called me in and said, "Where'd you go yesterday?" I knew they nailed me. I couldn't lie. Because I said I went and I joined the Marines. So they told me, if you stay in high school and graduate, you can join the Marines, you can leave. So I graduated on the 20th. The 24th, I was in Paris Island in the Marine Corps. I looked up, I said, "God, why did you let me do this?" It was unbelievable. But for you people who don't know, Hoboken has a tremendous amount of history. In the First World War, 1 square mile, just think about this, 1 square mile, we lost 71 men from Hoboken. In the Second World War, 1 square mile, 160 young men from Hoboken. Just think about that. We have a beautiful, beautiful monument down on River Road, Sinatra Drive. A beautiful monument with all their names on it. Just think about 1 square mile, all the telegrams coming. In those days, that's what they did. They rode up on a bicycle with a telegram, handed the people a telegram, would read, "We regret to inform you that your son has been missing, killed, or wounded in action." That's the way it was in those days. We lost